What's good, everybody? My name is Gentleman Jugg.
And I'm Son.
And welcome back to another Jugg and Son doing WWE last week, today, whatever it was. How you doing today, boy?
I'm in yeet mode.
Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all the things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. You messed me up with that, son. So take me to Raw.
So we start off with Damian Priest and the Judgment Day, and he's out here. I mean, he's the champ, and he's like, "I'm sorry for Backlash. You know, I didn't mean to get upset."
I don't think he's very sorry.
Yeah, but he said, "I'm sorry," and I guess we'll have to accept that. And then Finn's like, "Oh, it's okay, Damian." And then Adam Pearce is like, and then he says, it's the King of the Ring tournament, and I guess Drew can't fight Finn because he's injured, so they replaced him with Jey Uso, and Jey beat Finn Balor. So Jey Uso, who's never won a world title, beat the first ever Universal Champion.
Yeah, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is Jey Uso. He is a popular one. I'm not saying he's not. He is.
Yeet.
I don't think that King of the Ring is going to do it for me with him.
No yeet.
No yeet. I feel like he needs to have a mid-card championship title run. And I say, what is he on?
He's on Raw.
He's on Raw, and that's where the IC championship is?
Yeah.
So then he should go for that.
Jay versus Sammy.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think Sammy needs to lose to, what's it called?
The Chad.
He needs to lose to Chad Gable. Once he loses to Chad Gable, then I think that Jey Uso should go after Chad Gable, and that's who should take the IC championship from him.
So you don't want him to be yeet at the ring?
No, I'm looking at it, and it's like, it's got to be either Gunther or it's going to have to be Kofi Kingston.
I guess he'll just be the inner yeet champion.
You're really working that yeet really hard.
I'm in yeet mode. I just yeeted all over myself.
Please don't.
Yeah, but he won. And then we had CM Punk.
Yeah, I mean, look,
and him and the Drew thing is funny.
It's great. It's the most fantastic feud that's happened this year, or I guess this season, so whatever they want to call it. After WrestleMania, and this is going to be the feud, I believe, that's going to take over like majority of the year.
This is like the best story of the new. It feels like the only story of the new era so far
that I'm liking.
Yeah, because I think Drew was like angry, and then he got in his car and drove off, and then the second he drives away, CM Punk pulls up and he's like, "Where's Drew?" And he's like, "You just missed him."
You just missed him, man.
And then he goes to the ring and he says, "Come out, you coward!"
In their fantastic one shot, which I'm liking the one shots more and more and more as they come along.
Wish we could have seen a Roman entrance like this.
Yeah, right? Yes!
But I guess not.
Sooner or later it'll happen. I bet it will.
Maybe
sooner or later.
He'll get one when he comes back.
He'll get one when he comes back.
Yeah, so he's challenging Drew to meet him next week or something. And I'm like, well, all right, let's see where it goes. But I like it. And then we had Natalya versus Io, and Io won after a while, and I guess she's gonna go further in Queen of the Ring. I mean, Natalya just loses to everybody, just got to put over everybody. So
I mean, that's her lot in life right now.
Yeah,
she's been champion before, so she's fine.
Yeah. Then we had Ricochet, the Speed Champion, versus Ilja. I mean, the Speed Champion just couldn't beat Ilja, so. I mean, and he pinned a Speed Champion, so should he be the Speed Champion now?
If he can beat him in less than 3 minutes, I guess he should be, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really feel like Ricochet, he's better than this. He deserves more, in my opinion. And Speed Champion to me is just not cutting it. I don't hate the Speed Champion. I think it's more of like
it's like cruiserweight again.
Like a cruiserweight division. But I just really feel like
Ricochet deserves better.
I think he deserves a lot better.
And then I guess we had, what was it? We had Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable, and then Sami Zayn had to brawl with everybody. And I mean, I guess this is going to be a triple threat match. I don't know if it's happening at King of the Ring or not, but
we'll see.
I mean, I like this story. It's interesting at least.
I don't hate it. Okay, I guess there's that.
Yeah, and then we had Sheamus versus Gunther, and I'm like, every time they fight, they're pretty good.
I like their fight too. And Sheamus, he did look like, his chest was all spaghetti by the time it was over.
It's just big, meaty men slapping meaty men meat.
Okay. If you want to try that again?
Big, meaty men slapping men meat.
Okay.
But yeah, but Gunther won, and I'm like, I think Gunther's definitely going to those finals, and I think he's going to win the whole thing.
If it's not him, it's got to be Kofi, who's also I think is going to go to the finals.
But I want Gunther to win.
I don't think he needs it, but, hey,
So he can
add it to your accolades, right?
Yeah. And then he can go get his world title shot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was it for Raw, really.
Take me to SmackDown.
So we start off SmackDown with the champion, Cody. He's here after Backlash. Usually Roman wouldn't do this, but...
Like, Roman wouldn't show up right after winning any pay-per-view.
Yeah, he'd be like, you have to see me like a couple weeks later, and then I'll pretend I just came back from winning.
Yeah, like I went on vacation after whipping somebody's ass.
But yeah, Cody's here, and I guess we're like, so who's he gonna fight next? And Nick Aldis is the GM, so he's like, I've already picked your next opponent. They didn't need to win no number one contenders match. We didn't need to have no tournament to decide. I'll just pick for you. And, he picks Logan Paul.
This is not a good decision in my opinion.
I'm like, okay, so why does Logan Paul get this shot? Is it because he's the U.S. champion?
This is not a good decision at all. Not to me. I don't like this.
I mean, at least the Roman one was... This is like the Roman Reigns thing, because, that Logan Paul is not going to beat the undisputed champion.
It just feels like they could have picked, probably anybody else. You could have picked LA Knight, made him a heel. You could have picked, Carmelo Hayes, made him a heel. Oh, he's already a heel. You could have picked anybody, really.
I keep saying Randy is on the same show here. He doesn't need to fight the Bloodline. He can fight Cody. But,
Kevin Owens is on the same show. He could fight Cody.
It's just too hard. We can't use the stars we have. We just gotta pick.
You have a new bloodline in Solo Sikoa.
He could say that I want the title that you took from my family.
Yeah, anything,
but it's just too hard. It's much easier to go with Logan Paul. The story is just there.
I'm not feeling it on this one, man. I'm sorry, Father H. You're dropping the ball here. Maybe somebody out there likes it. Gentleman Jugg doesn't like it.
So I guess they're going to be like, it's going to be champion versus champion. And then Logan Paul says, I'm going to pin you on my logo.
I mean, they haven't really explained it too much. Is it like winner take all? Is Cody Rhodes going to carry the U.S. title with the other thing? Or probably what's going to happen, it's going to be like winner take all. And then what's going to end up happening at that, Logan's going to get himself disqualified.
Yeah.
And then nothing happens.
That would be really dumb, but yeah.
Yeah, then you basically wasted my time.
So it's like either Cody wins both belts or nobody wins, basically.
I mean, because Cody's not losing.
No.
Okay? That's ridiculous. We all know this. Mark my words. Cody Rhodes not losing. If this man loses
to Logan Paul, I'll be like, you suck.
Yeah, turn off the TV. Turn it off.
Yeah, so, that's exciting, I guess. So now we have to wait another month on, more filler in this title reign. It's maybe after Logan Paul we'll get to see a real story.
Maybe somebody will impress Gentleman Jugg.
Maybe someone can hit him with an RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But for now, this is what we got. And then we saw, was it Solo and Paul and his bloodline? I'm just going to call it Solo's bloodline. But he's here and he's telling Paul, so, that was really dumb of you to pull Roman out. He's like, you said you haven't talked to Roman since WrestleMania. I talked to Roman after that, and he says I'm in charge now.
I mean, where's your proof, Solo?
He's like, you just got to listen to me, Paul.
I mean, he could say anything. Where's your proof at, Solo?
I mean, Paul's just has to trust him,
Yeah, because, I mean, I won't believe anybody just because they said something.
It's like, yeah, you gotta pull out the phone and be like, call Roman Reigns.
Yeah, well, I'm sure going forward things will get more interesting for the bloodline side, which, I
mean, all we had was Tama Tonga versus Angelo Dawkins, and I mean, Tama Tonga won, and then him and Tongaloa, or I'm just gonna call them the Tamatongas, but they beat up the Street Prop or the Pride, and the Pride just loses another week in a row.
Yeah, they
and
have fallen so far in the last couple years. I mean, like what? You go to hang out with Bobby Lashley just to sit there and lose every time with him, and now he's at the point now where he's not, training them at all.
Robert's nowhere to be found.
Well, he got injured.
Yeah.
He's another one who got injured.
I guess Carmelo was right about him.
I mean, this story basically could have written itself. It feels like a lot of things could have happened. Robert Lashley could have been taking on Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah, you could have just used him instead of Logan Paul.
Exactly. Maybe that would have been the case if, he didn't get hurt. I mean, it's
the Pride could have been the heel group fighting Cody.
There could have been a number of things happening right now, and I just feel like the heel Pride could have done a lot, and they just didn't. And where's the AOP? Where's the freaking Karrion Kross and his group, the Final Judgment? There we go. That's what I got there. Where are they at? What's going on with those people?
I guess he's not. He could pull out his book and have Cody in there.
This is dumb.
It's like there's plenty of people for Cody to fight. He doesn't have to fight Logan Paul. And I guess, then we had, Bianca win another match. I mean, she's unstoppable.
I don't care. Go on.
DIY is a team for the fans. I'm like, oh, really? And then we had Randy versus AJ Styles. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, the match was fine. I didn't hate this.
I mean, Randy won, so I guess Randy's going to King of the Ring. I don't think Randy's gonna win. I mean, he doesn't need it, but
no. I mean, if anything, like Randy's got more in the tank. Okay, he's about the same age as me, or close to it. Might be a little older. And I know that if I was wrestling right now, I would think I still got some in the tank. About the same age as LA Knight. I got this. So I think Randy's got a handful more of like championships in his future.
Yeah, he's got, he could also be fighting Cody as well. Logan Paul.
Yeah, we said that though, but whatever.
I mean, that's really it for SmackDown. I feel like nothing happened on SmackDown besides the Logan Paul thing, and it just kind of bothered me.
It is what it is, but hey, look, listen. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all the things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Check us out on the X. Check us out on Instagram at GentlemanJugg. Check us out on TikTok while it's still here at gentleman.jug. And the next one will be available
when it's ready.